Previously on the Rest Up podcast.
Wow. Today
she told me, yeah.
This random girl showed you a pregnancy test, or you knew her? And I kind of had an understanding, but just realizing that there's such a deeper relationship to be had.
It actually caught me off guard tonight. It was not what I was expecting. Who was one? Oh, go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
What about your sports? You didn't talk about
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like soccer has also been, I've been able to grow in my faith and just like my outlook on every opportunity I've had. And so on our club team, me and Tim started praying with the team before games. And I feel like that really just like, praying before a game just for protection and just thanking God for the opportunity to show our gifts and everything like that. It just sets it up for a good game and for everybody to keep their heads and maybe not fall into anger or things that are easy to come by and just by the passion of the sport. But I brought that also to the Cocoa Beach soccer this year where most of my friends are. And I feel like they've really been, it's really had an impact on them and just how they see the game, but more so it's had an impact on me and how I go about like my games and practices and just being thankful and knowing that there's always going to be struggles, but God has a plan and just got to keep working hard to glorify him.
Fire.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I lose my head every single game. Like, I could be having the best game of my life, or it's the worst game of my life. I'm always losing my head. Like, even if I have 3 goals and I miss one, I will beat myself up. And one thing that I love about Aiden is that he truly like is my accountability partner on the field, like and off. I'm not gonna lie, but on the field I needed one, and I didn't feel like I had one, honestly, truly. Even for Vera right now, like other than my own coach who is a Christian, he's the one who helps me, but I don't really have a player on that field that I can say, oh, I just cursed, like, and then they're like in the back of my ear saying, hey, like, chill out, it's all right, like, keep your head. And Aiden, like, in important games, he's always kept me like accountable. Like, there was this one time I got so mad I missed my shot. It's like, Timmy, you're good, just come back, let's do it again. And that's so encouraging because in the midst of my anger, I see Christ.
So what you're telling me is, Tim, that I need to start going to your games and yelling that it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay, Tim.
Please.
No, but I think that's a really big thing, and something that I strive for is just like, even because a big thing like that has been heavy on my heart just like ever since I've heard it is that you could be the only Jesus that somebody sees in their lives, like even non-believers, or just like you are the image of Jesus because they know you're a Christian and all the things you stand for, and just like the way we choose to carry ourselves and being able to stand strong in those situations and not lose ourselves through like the passion of the game or things overwhelming us. But yeah, I've just tried to like be the guy that hypes people up or uplifts people.
Oh yeah.
Because even that is just like, just the Jesus speaking through me, and
Yeah.
I feel like if nothing else, they just have a better game or are more uplifted, and what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I gotta say one of his spiritual gifts is just encouragement and love.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That can help you go very far.
Yeah.
You can go very far in life with that. You know, and can I ask you a weird question? Do you have a sister?
I don't.
You don't?
No. I'm an only child.
You're an only child?
What was the sister thing?
I don't. Besides your girlfriend, besides your girlfriend or your mom, I don't know. I keep seeing you with a female-like figure that is there supporting you.
My cousin, for sure. That's crazy. Right?
Yeah, I keep seeing that. I keep seeing that on you. Like, as soon as I saw you, I was like, oh, there's a woman. that is there for you. And it was actually even crazier. Was she at your birthday party?
Wait, yeah.
Was she there for you? Like,
No, she wasn't. She wasn't at that party, but she was like there during my birthday, and we like got to talk through it and everything.
yeah. Sorry, sometimes that hits me. I'll get those. I'll get those things about people.
Wait, that's actually crazy. She just came into town today. She goes to college in Nashville.
That's crazy. What? Yeah, I don't know why I kept seeing a woman there next to you.
That's crazy. But yeah, it was like, so the whole thing was, it just got way too out of hand, and this girl that they invited to the party, I didn't even know. I was like way out of it, and she had like stuck her fingers down my throat while I was on the ground, and I just started uncontrollably throwing up everywhere, all over the place. And it was so horrible, and everybody, like, it was just a mess. And then,
Well, that's probably how you didn't get alcohol poisoning.
yeah. And then, like, at the end, like, when I finally stopped, or like, it was just uncontrollable, she like took me to the bathtub, and I was laying in that bathtub, and I was actually like she was talking to me, but like I couldn't hear it, and it was like just crazy. Like, I mean, it was just like a point where it's like, just like being that close to death is just like, I don't know, it was just crazy to me. I was probably cold though. No, but that was just that's why it's like hard. I think that kind of got me shook up in the first part, because like just like around that time, it was like I felt like everybody around me looked at me differently, because the people that were doing the same things, they were like making fun of me for it, and like they were like saying how dumb I looked and all this stuff. And I was just like wow, like these people that are my friends, like they even think that, I mean, it could have just been out of love, but I just feel like I just never wanted anybody to see me, like, and just like the videos from that night, and that wasn't the only night, but just like remembering all those times that like it's done nothing for me except bring me like problems and stuff, and just maybe like a temporary satisfaction that I don't need anymore. And it was just like that night, it was like over. So I don't have any desire to anymore. And I feel like with a lot of things, that's just like God has changed me in that way, where I just don't have a desire for like any of that stuff anymore. Like, just I see in other people like the things that they do, or like just like the little things. I'm like, I see that. I mean, like, just like in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's like kind of weird. Just like the way they talk, or like the things that they choose to go do. They're like, oh yeah, let's go get drunk. I don't know. It's just like, it just like is weird to me. So I feel like it's made me who I am, like through that struggle. But I just hope that nobody ever has to like go through that again. Yeah. Like, because that was actually horrible for me.
Dude, that was the best. That's the best you've done. Yeah, one of the things, but I'm gonna ask you as a question. So, there's another. I actually see a guy, like a kid, and do you guys ride bikes a lot together? I'm thinking of a guy that you ride bikes with a lot, or you used to.
Yeah, me and my friends used to ride bikes.
Okay. Is there one kid that I see you really trying to speak the word to him, but it's not going somewhere where you would like it to go, but it's a friend of yours?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I was thinking of somebody different, but now that you say that, like, yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
So what do you feel like with that person that you're not really, like, is there something, I want you to talk to Tim and I, and see if there's a way that we could conquer that with you together. So is there, like, what do you think is really stopping that person to be interested?
Well, actually, yeah, like, if, like, I think I know who you're talking about, but,
I don't know exactly who. I can't even picture the person. I just know it's a person that's next to you.
Yeah. I actually invited him to church, and we started to go a lot, and, I don't know, because, like, my friend he's a Christian, but he just does some things that are, like, not I don't know, he falls short sometimes, but I feel like we all make mistakes, and it's not I feel like it's not my place to judge or say that he's maybe. I mean, I try to keep him accountable as much as I can, but just, I mean, you can't really control things that like other people do in their own time, and he's been struggling a lot with different things, but all I can do is really try to help him out of it, and I don't know, I feel like he'll come to it. I feel like it would be better because I've tried to invite him to church and the Bible studies and everything, but I feel like at this point it's like about him wanting to pursue it himself, and like,
Yeah.
because he knows all there is to know pretty much, because he goes to church and does all the things, but it's just like that like that internal feeling like I want to know more, and
He's missing the relationship.
yeah, and it's just like the like how I don't think he realizes how deep it goes, you know, like how deep your
Yeah.
relationship with God can go. And I feel like with a lot of people, like we get, as believers, we get stuck in our like, or content in our relationship with God, and we stop, or maybe get slower in trying to grow our relationship. But just like finding that next step, or finding that next thing you can do, even if it's a little thing, just like the little things that can grow your relationship with Christ is just like so powerful, and like keeping your firm foundation. And I think it's something we can all try to do better at, and just keep searching God in everything we do, and new opportunities and everything.
No, it's fire.
He wants to know more about the church, but he would rather, but he loves the self-pleasure more.
Yeah.
So he wants to live in the world than live in the kingdom?
Well, yeah, I think he understands.
I
like,
think he doesn't know enough about the kingdom.
yeah,
He wants to be there.
yeah, I think he kind of tries to put on the Jesus clothes. And
Oh, the Jesus facade?
yeah,
Yeah.
be it for a few days, or I mean, he's a good guy though, like, and everything, but that's not to, like, I don't know, but it's just like I feel like for a lot of people it's like that, where they think that this is all that Christianity is, or this is all that God has to offer, and I'm good where I'm at, and I'll still go to heaven if I do A, B, and C, but I still go and live by the world the rest of the week. And I feel like it's just like, I mean, it's just got to be like a switch to where it's like I want to know more, and it's hard because like I feel like sometimes it takes like a bad event, or like something bad to happen to you to be able to like seek that. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but even just being able to like have a fire. I mean, it's hard to say because I mean everybody is different in their walk, but I mean, all I can do is pray that he finds the Lord and show him the Lord in me every day, and that's all I can do. And hopefully it rubs off on him a little bit. Wait, also off the record a little bit. I think he's gonna see this podcast. Is that I don't want. Well, like I don't know. It's like
We didn't say his name. He doesn't know who he is.
yeah. I didn't say anything bad, did I?
No, you're just honest.
Yeah.
You're just talking about what you saw visually.
Well, I didn't want to like call him out or like make it obvious, but it was like, so he got this girlfriend that's like kind of had a past with like having no, for real though. And I mean, I don't want to like say that, I mean, in like a bad I mean, obviously everybody's going through their own things, but she claims to be Christian, and I feel like, I mean, with his past relationships, it's like he's a good guy, not even like on a Christian level, but also like he's a good guy. And I feel like girls, like his last girlfriend too, was like broken, and she looked to him to find like to be a better person. And I don't know, I feel like that's he just like gets dragged down.
Yeah.
Because like he falls into the same sin that she has been falling into, and even though she claims to be Christian, I mean, everybody's going through different things, so it's kind of hard for me to say because like all I do, I just hear from what he tells me, but I just pray that he can grow from it. And I mean, it's just like when I mean, he's so involved with her that like it's not, he doesn't listen to like I mean, obviously, I have an impact. But
So he idolizes her.
a little bit, and it's like he just
Yeah,
thinks-
we got a lot of. I have a couple of friends that are like that when they get girlfriends.
Yeah, but it's just like I feel like there's just like a wall there, and it's like he doesn't.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's just like he doesn't wanna like he only wants her, and like for however long he can have that, and I feel like that's kind of maybe a thing that's like keeping him from a relationship with God, and that's why I feel so bad because he's a close friend, and like just like seeing somebody that's close to you, kind of like, I mean, trapped in a way. It's like it's hard because like I want the best for what God has to offer him, and I know what God has to offer for his life, but it's like I just feel bad because it seems like she's not what's bringing him closer to God.
I think to me it sounds like not only he's idolizing her, but also I think she has more control over him, meaning that he needs more leadership skills in his relationships.
Yeah, and I feel like that's all with growth and
Yeah.
just like in seeking God, you find that at the same time, and just being having like your self-control and being strong.
How often do you pray over him?
Frequent, actually. Well, because like we talk about like discipleship and everything, and one of the things we were talking about in youth was like pick this one friend that you've been praying for, that like literally the same thing that you were telling me, that like maybe is struggling to find the faith. And so yeah, I've been praying about that and just praying that God would show himself to him and stuff like that.
I see a level of leadership and confidence that you have through knowing God that is you're gonna do something big. And I'm telling you this because you need to be A, prepared, and B, be responsible now. But there's something gonna happen to you, Aiden, in a good way. I see it. I see something good. And I don't say that about a lot of people. I keep a lot of opinions that I have on people to a close group of people. But there's something that I see on you that's different. It actually caught me off guard tonight. It was not what I was expecting. In a good way. So I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time out of your evening to be here.
Thank you.
So I appreciate it. Tim, is there anything you wanted to add?
No, that was great. I really liked it.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, I think it was a lot different too.
Well, Mr. Aiden, do we have your stamp to put this podcast out? Stamped. All right, guys. So that's going to be episode 13 of the Rest Up Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys later. Peace. See ya.